officially back at Disney World, Magic Kingdom today. It's our first time being back in 6 months since Corona, since the lockdown. Last time we were here was back in January for Dopey. So here we are in late August. Happy to be back, still a little bit cautious. We aren't actually sure 100% whether or not we would come out already, given the state of things in the world. But we decided to do it. I mean, Disney's been open at least for a little bit over a month already. So yeah, we just decided to do it, and here we are, guys. Here we are, happy to be here. Definitely some immediate noticeable differences. First, if you guys saw, as you come into the parks, they'll check your temperature before you even get to the security. So that's one thing. The second thing is, you guys know that that they are running on limited capacity, so they're not letting nearly as many people in. But also, I think less people are traveling right now, right? Fewer people are out and about traveling. So attendance is crazy low. The rides are pretty much just walk on. There's zero wait times. No fast passes happening. Right, so that's a huge difference. I kind of like it because I mean it's much more relaxed. There's less crowds. I kind of dig that. That's kind of my jam. The last thing, obviously, you guys immediately notice when you get here is the mask, the social distancing, the precautions that Disney is taking, and the regulations that they're following regarding disinfecting and stuff like that. The mask is number one. Guys, if you're not used to wearing a mask, get used to it if you're coming down here.
It's gonna be
especially right now. It's like the dead of summer. It's super hot, and if you're not used to wearing this around, it's going to be very uncomfortable for you. So make sure. Oh, it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
Crazy. There's that Florida weather for you. There's one cloud right above us, and it decides to rain. So if you're not used to wearing a mask, especially in this heat, you gotta start practicing, because you're not getting in, and they have people monitoring throughout the parks, whether or not you're complying to the mask rule. I mean, rightfully so. The risk of infection and the risk of corona spreading is still very real. So I love seeing the precaution being taken. I love that Disney is actually protecting the cast members as well, providing them with masks, gloves, face shields, antibacterial, everything. So I actually feel pretty comfortable, pretty safe right now. We just got here, so we'll see. I guess it's from here on out, it's just time to explore the park, right? All right. People mover. People mover's not operating today, so that's strike one. Strike one. Plenty more to do. Let's go see maybe Space Mountain. All right, so as I said, absolutely no wait times. Essentially 10 minutes for Space Mountain. Unheard of. Amazing. I think I'm gonna get to ride every ride that I want to ride today. All right, so the wait time is pretty much the time it takes to walk to the entrance of the ride in the line queue. And as you can see, there's barely anybody behind me. There's barely anybody in front of me, and this whole waiting area, which is usually full, it's completely empty. So it's good fun. It's nice to not have to spend most of your day waiting in line to get on a ride. Pretty empty. So it's like I'm definitely alone in my car. I guess you gotta go with your party. And since I'm single rider, it's just me and that guy behind me. Here we go. All right, so that is it. First ride in the bag, done and done. I gotta say, I had a great time on that, and I love, again, that it's not super crowded. Looks like it's gonna turn out to be a pretty fun day. All right, guys, taking a break from the heat. Super hot today, but cooling off with an ice cream. I was gonna say ice cold beer, but we're at Magic Kingdom, so there's no beers at Magic Kingdom. Cooling off with some ice cream, hot fudge sundae, root beer float. Yeah, absolutely essential. It is blistering hot today. Now, again, you guys got to remember, there's a mask rule that is effective 100% of the time, except when you are eating or drinking, which you have to do stationary. So you can't carry these snacks around, or you can't have a drink carrying it around and drinking while you're walking in the park. You got to have it stationary. You got to have it sitting down or parked somewhere, so that you're not walking around with a mask on, right? Or with a mask off, excuse me. Anytime you're walking around or you're doing stuff, other activities, mask on at all times. So that's it. I'm gonna finish this, and we're gonna keep on moving. Ice cream done. On to the next ride. Where are we going?
I think you want a Peter Pan, right?
Peter Pan. Easy peasy. The wait in Peter Pan, very well organized. Again, the markers are on the floor for social distancing. Everybody's wearing masks. The cast members are all here to help us stay coordinated. And yeah, the wait times, again, almost non-existent. So it's gonna be a good day. Here we go. All right, so that is Peter Pan. Always been one of my favorite rides. I gotta admit though, with all the rides and all the experiences here at Disney, one thing I'm still a little bit sketched out about is all the contact points, all the places that people can touch, all the surfaces that could potentially, you know, just not be bueno. So here's a pro tip for you guys. If you guys are visiting Disney or any of the parks, any of the resorts, of course they have tons of hand sanitizer stations all over the park. There's actually multiple just in that Peter Pan ride. So in any of the rides that you go on, there's going to be multiple hand sanitizing stations. However, we also like to bring and are prepared with we bring our own alcohol, a bottle of alcohol, knock out all the germs and bacteria on your hands. I mean, it's impossible. It's impossible to be come to a place like this and not have contact with all the different surfaces that are around here. So yeah, well, that's that. Let me go put some alcohol on my hands, and we'll catch you guys on the next ride. So this is a cool little detail that I hadn't seen yet until this ride, which they probably do it on all the other ones. But this is the one that you definitely can see it in action. It looks like after each round of rides, the cast members they have a spray sanitizer, and they spray down the cars, they spray down the boats. So yeah, I mean, that again, that goes a long way for me to helping me feel comfortable, you know, riding these rides. Right? Again, I was a little bit sketched out, still kind of am with all the surfaces and the touch points. But it's nice to see Disney taking the extra mile and going the extra mile and taking extra steps to keep us safe, to keep themselves safe as well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, here we go. So a lot like Space Mountain, each car you're looking at only front and back. So they're in the front, we're in the back. Social distancing, takes precautions, fewer touch points, and they sanitize after each ride. So very cool, very cool. Lots of safety precautions happening here, and that's why, you know, you haven't heard of any outbreaks at any of the Disney resorts. Anyways, ride's about to go. Here we go. That was Small World. Where are we going to next?
I'm not sure. Oh, Haunted Mansion, we're here.
Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion it is. Let's go. All right, so same situation here with the Haunted Mansion. There's pretty much zero wait. The only time there is a little bit of a wait is because they're disinfecting and sanitizing the rides. Now it's going to be interesting to see how they do this particular ride because of the elevator room, right? So yeah, we'll just have to see. I don't know. It might be too dark for me to film in there, so I'll just have to let you guys know after the fact. Okay, so the elevator room part of the ride for Haunted Mansion is no longer functioning. It's just a walkthrough, so no big deal. It looks like the rest of the ride is working just fine. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna get on. See you guys in a bit. Another food break. We eat a lot.
What?
We eat a lot. I mean, we only rode like 3 rides, but we've eaten like 5 times. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so a much needed food break. It's super hot. You got to keep the calories coming in because you're burning it as soon as you start walking and sweating. Our stop here, Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. Guys, I only actually discovered this place last year. It's kind of tucked away. It's pretty unassuming. You'd never know it was here, but it's got a great selection of snacks. You got corn dogs, foot-long corn dogs. You got funnel cakes, turkey legs. But what I love about this place and what a lot of people come here for is the chicken and waffles. So we're taking a chicken waffle break, fresh made chips, homemade chips. And then, yeah, we're gonna move on to Frontierland. So catch you guys in a bit. Down this chicken and waffles. All right, so chicken and waffles done so. And that's a wrap for tonight, guys. Magic Kingdom closes at 7. And what we just found out is with all the parks, they're not doing the closing show. So no fireworks. I mean, it's still too bright anyways for fireworks. So no fireworks tonight, something that we will definitely be missed, at least while it's temporarily not showing. Either way, it was an amazing day, right? Like with the added precaution, with the limited capacity. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be running well. It seems to be running very, very safely, which I think is the key, most important thing. As far as guests complying with all the safety ordinances and everything like that, I haven't seen any issues. It takes a little bit getting used to, like when you first get here, but really, once you get into the groove, right? Once you get into the routine, it's really not that much difference. And honestly, for me, with the limited attendance, the limited capacity, it's pretty cool. It makes it seem like like a day-long magic hours or a special kind of pass, right? So we got to ride all the rides that we usually set out for. We got a lot of food in, and yeah, really enjoyed our day. So that's that. More to come, guys. Got the other parks obviously to visit, and I'll shoot much more video for that. But until then, yeah, you guys, if you guys are coming out here, always make sure you follow the guidelines for safety. Make sure you're respectful to the cast members and everybody that's working, and just be as safe as you possibly can. So that's it, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. This is Ronnie Cruz signing out. See you guys later.